Man, I waited so late to start recording this. It's half dark outside, but I wanted to tell you about something that happened today on Facebook. I was reading a story about a woman who has an adult daughter, and the daughter has two kids, and she takes care of the children for her daughter. Only charges her, I think she's at $100 a week, and she changes her schedule to work with, around her daughter's schedule. She even homeschools one of the children. Now, admittedly, those are her grandchildren, but, she already raised her kids, so it's not her responsibility to take care of it. She's just being nice. So the daughter calls her and starts like going off on her because she's stuck in traffic. Like, the mother's supposed to like eradicate all cars and make it easy for her to get to her or something. I don't know what the girl was thinking. But it was interesting to me to observe all the comments from the people in the thread, because my thing is this. You know what? Those are your fucking kids. I didn't tell you to get laid up in the bed with some motherfucker and get pregnant, not just once, but twice. Okay, once is a mistake, twice is a fucking habit. And this is the thing, the problem I have. I think too many black parents are enablers. Now, your kids may not be on drugs, your kids may not be any kind of addict, but what you still do is you do too fucking much for them. They are you feeding them, you putting a roof over their head, you clothing them, you paying bills for them, giving them money, and taking care of their kids for them, which basically leaves them all with little to no responsibility while you assume it all. That's the difference. There's a difference between helping and there's a difference between being an enabler. When you help somebody, you're doing something for them that they're incapable of doing themselves. When you're enabling, you're taking away any repercussions they have for their stupid behavior, and you're also assuming responsibility for their life. You're taking over doing stuff for them that they need to be doing themselves. And I shared that, when my daughter would turn 12, because that's the age when, they get ready to start having their little menstrual cycles and all this little stuff, so they could get pregnant, right? I set my daughter down and I said, let me explain something to you, Lucy. If you should, start dating and you turn up pregnant, I want you to understand what time it is. It's going to be time for you to get the fuck out of my house and for you to make whatever magic you going to have happen. It's going to be your responsibility. I have shit to do with it. I was the one laying up there fucking. I was the one made that goddamn baby. And I'm not going to be, my life is not going to change because you got pregnant. And I think that's a message that not many black parents give their daughters and sons. So you guys, oh, well, God will make a way. It'll be all right. We'll make it through. We'll just join forces. It takes a village. You got all these little platitudes instead of putting your foot up your kid's ass and saying, you know what? I didn't teach you to do shit like this. I didn't teach you to handle your life like this. If this is a path that you want to go down, you're going to be going down it by yourself. Because I'm not doing that. I'm not going to change my life to do anything to save you. It's not going to happen. I've already done that when I was raising you. So what happens now, that's your turn to assume that burden and all that responsibility. And parents don't say that. So then you end up with your kids, your kids having 3, 4, 5 kids, about 3, 4, 5 different motherfuckers, and you sitting up there taking care of them and feeding them money and kind of cushioning the blow financially and doing all this stuff. See, Deb's not going to do any of that. I'm not going to do any of that. And they were like, this one girl's like, well, I'm glad you're not my mother. I'm like, bitch, I'm glad I'm not your mama either. Because see, if, she was like, well, sometimes I say rude things to my mother and then I'm immediately sorry. But see, with me, you get one time. You say something fucked up to me one time, and then I'm going to cuss you the fuck out, and then I'm going to throw you out. And, whatever happens after that, that's just on you. Because one thing I'm not going to do is tolerate any disrespect from the person that I birthed. It's not going to fucking happen. And unfortunately, I see that a lot. These parents, like this girl going off on her mother like that and about the traffic. See, where that me, I said, you know what, bitch, let me explain something to you. Turn your fucking car around and do whatever the fuck you need to do about your goddamn kids, because I'm out. I'm leaving my house. So you come here if you want to. You ain't going to get in and nobody's going to be here to watch your damn kids. Now you just crossed the line and now you got a problem. And I would have got my keys and walked the fuck out my door and got in my car and went. I don't care if I had to stay in a hotel. I would do anything just to get away from her and make her have a problem because of the way that she treated me. Now you got a parent who's doing some stuff for you and bending over backwards. Your ass needs to be fucking grateful. Because once you turn 18, your parents don't have to do shit for you. Anything that they do is out of the kindness of their heart. What I see though is black parents, especially. Well, I can't even say it, but I'm talking about black parents right now because the lady, and her daughter that this incident I'm discussing were black. Okay, so you got a situation where you got two kids by two different men, your mama stepping in to help you and even homeschooling your little bratty ass kid, and you such an ungrateful little bitch, you gonna go off on your mama about some fucking cars like she got the ability to wiggle her nose like bewitch and change shit? See, no. No, no, no. That so wouldn't happen. And people say, well, you not really, kind of mother. I'm an excellent mother. You know why? Because I do what they call tough love. I don't coddle my daughter. I don't treat her like she's gonna be some, I don't put her in a position where I'm gonna cripple her by doing stuff for her. If she makes mistakes, then she has to suffer the repercussions of them. I've made my mistakes, and believe me, I suffered for them. And you fuck up, especially if I warned you, I'm gonna throw my hands up and let you hit the ground. And then you see how you get up, your ass need to rise up like a fucking phoenix. I'm not going to do that. And it really saddens me to see so many adult parents with adult children, that don't set boundaries for those kids. You just let them run over you. You gonna come and stay at your house and bring their kids and they baby mama and baby daddy, and everybody stand there. Ain't nobody paying no bills. Ain't nobody buying no damn groceries. And you supporting all these people. You rip and run. You let them use your car. You know they don't have no insurance. Half have a job. You supporting them with that. Parents just do too fucking much. And I don't understand what it is you guys are doing. You can't be your child's friend. That's not your job. Your job is to raise them to be responsible, accountable adults. And that's what you have to do, as no matter how difficult and challenging it may be. And it's just going to be hard. I admit it. Sometimes, you just want to hug them and coddle them and treat them like they're still 2 years old. But you can't do that. This it becomes an issue about you. It becomes an issue about what your goals are for your child. I want my daughter to be able to carry on in this world without me and to be stellar at it. So I have to do everything I can now to make sure that happens. And one thing I've reinforced totally is, if you do this, or this, you on your own. Like, you do some criminal shit and your ass end up in jail, you think Deb's coming to bail you out? You gonna be in there until you die or until they let you out. I'm not doing it. You have a baby, you gonna figure it out. You gonna figure out your daycare. You gonna figure out your money. It's all on you, because see, you didn't have to do that. They have things called abortions. They also have things called birth control. You don't. Your situation is all fucked up. You don't have no money. What you doing having a baby? What is that about? What you doing that for? And so I see this a lot, with the parents. They step in and they assume those responsibilities. I'm not going to do that. I just refuse to do it. And I can't recommend that anybody else do it either. What you do is cripple your children. They never get to hit bottom, so they never get. That's why there's so much low self-esteem. Think about it. You do everything for them. Whatever do they get to accomplish by themselves? What sense of satisfaction do they get for solving their own problems and making their own way in the world? If you always doing shit for them, you make decisions for them, you tell them what to do, you fix everything for them, you do it all. You basically live their life for them like they're still in diapers. You can't do that. These are people, then they want to turn around and have kids and still be leaning on you like they're little children. No, don't do that. So this was a very interesting thing. I'm going to talk some more about it in the next video, about how to set boundaries with your teens and adult children, and what kind of behaviors that you might have. I'm going to give you a list of things that you might be doing that qualify you as an enabler. We can't have this. It's creating generations of of women that are just irresponsible with their wombs, and men that are irresponsible with their sperm, and people who want to have work and don't contribute nothing and think that they're entitled to other people to take care of them. This is the mess that we have created with this permissive parenting. And I'm not of the mind that you need to beat on your kids. Please don't nobody put those words in my mouth. I'm not saying that. What I'm talking about is establishing firm guidelines and boundaries and expectations for behavior. Once you do that, then your children know what you expect of them, and they typically rise to the occasion. But when you have a situation where you're just always stepping in, saving them from hitting bottom and from busting their ass, then they never suffer any repercussions. Look at how young men are these days. Look at the way that they behave, and the sense of entitlement they have, the narcissism. All of that is because of the way that we treat our children. Even if it's not coming from you, it may be coming from their grandparents. It may be coming from aunts and uncles or other people in their circle. Parents have to be very vigilant about that and totally make sure that the voice that your children hear is yours. And then you need to be talking some right shit, because what I'm hearing right now is a whole bunch of parents talking crazy to their kids and letting them get away with murder. And that shit it's just unnecessary. It just never fly like that. It should never be done. So like I said, I will continue this video tomorrow, I guess, maybe. I have a lot to say on this topic: parenting and raising children, teaching them things. I mean, this is crucial. And all you want to be having all these goddamn babies, and then you want to teach them shit, and you don't want to raise them right. Oh no, we can't have this. Now, of course, you can do what the fuck you want to do, but it won't be because I didn't warn you. And that's my job. Deb Cooper from SurvivingDating.com, signing out.